First impression, not reading the lyrics. Very kind of, it's interesting. It's like subtly fantasy, you know? Like very, not even really fantasy. It's not fantasy. It's more like magical realism almost, but like very subtle. Just the little bits of CGI, the fact that he took flight at one point, the way that plane was hard enough to break through glass, interesting. I'm very curious. I actually don't know who directed this or anything. I'm very curious to know who it was, because it's almost it's very much reminding me of his "I'm Home" music video, which was very similar, right? Like where it was just him, um, basically been like an office worker, like a CEO or something like that, and but there were like little things that would happen through the music video that was very surreal and very kind of um, more. It wasn't fully grounded, or anything like that. Like, yeah. Actually, none of his music videos are fully, grounded like that. They usually have some element of magical realism or fantasy or sci-fi or something that, like, takes you. It starts off in a mundane world. And then suddenly something happens that's very unusual that takes you out of that mundanity. It's very interesting. Yeah. So I liked in this video where it just seems like, oh, we're just on a normal, walkabout around the city with Minho, and then suddenly stuff just happens, like the lights all going off on the bus when it stops, and and he's very isolated for most of it, except for in a couple of points, where you see the people around him walking, him going up and down the escalator, and then the circle of friends that he has near the end that suddenly pop out. And I'm pretty sure those are some of the people that were walking around him. I think I recognized a couple people. But either way, it's interesting how it seems like a regular kind of a story-based, almost like I think of Think of You. Remember Taemin's Think of You, where it was like a date with Taemin in Paris? That was like the concept of that video. But that was the concept of that video, and it was pretty much exactly that. Like there was no, the only thing that happened was just some, fun editing that looked like it was like a vlog, like a travel vlog, But it was very grounded, and it was very clear that it was just, like a really, straightforward music video of on a date with Taemin in Paris. Whereas this starts off like that, and it feels like that, and then suddenly some weird stuff happens, which I really liked. I really liked. The song was very much in the vein of, like I said, very lo-fi, chill, easy listening style of music. He loves R&B, obviously, and he loves that kind of smooth vibe. That's quite enjoyable, and it's really suited to winter. Have you noticed that? Like, I love the one thing that I've always said, which obviously you don't know because I never filmed it. But what I love the most about Chase is that it felt like such a perfect album for the winter. Like very cozy and almost comforting, it was a very chill vibe, and I think he really likes that. He really likes that wheelhouse, because I'm Home was also kind of that. Heartbreak was sort of that, but almost it was darker. It was a little bit, as was Chase, actually. Chase and Heartbreak, and that's why they match really well on the same album together. But it was a winter vibe, still kind of a little bit chill, but almost like a more not malevolent, but like a darker kind of more emotionally intense kind of chill. Weird. Like I know that's an oxymoron, chill and yet emotionally intense, but like the music feels very kind of chill, seemingly, but then the album and the music video for both Heartbreak and Chase had like kind of darker connotations, and the lyrics as well were a little bit darker, a little bit more complex, very interesting. So I'm very excited to get into the lyrics for this song. I know that he wrote them. I know that he penned this particular song. So I'm excited to see what he wrote. Yeah, I actually don't know if he's the the only writer, or he's a co-writer. I actually don't know. So I just know that he penned. He has a writing credit for this song. So we'll see. We'll see how it sounds. Yeah, I'm ready to actually listen to the lyrics. Let's go. Like, this couch that's on the car is very surreal. It's very strange. And then the couch is at the end, but it's the bus stop seats instead. Yeah, cold. Winter, bro. He loves winter. Hold on. I mean, maybe it's because he was born in December. Sorry, I'm going to do a lot of pausing for this particular round because... Is that too small for you guys? That's a bit... I think it's okay. I'm going to do a lot of pausing for this because I'm going to read these, okay? So I mean, I just can't put a finger on. You want some comfort? Something kind of haunting him through the day a little bit, and now he's just looking for, someone that can like, yeah, ease his because he spoke about anxiety earlier as well. Yeah, ease his mind, calm him a bit. Yeah. Your eyes, oh baby. It's a great line. The moon doesn't tell the hours between deepest night and dawn. It's a great lyric. So it's in the middle of the night and he takes a short walk. Is that how I'm understanding this? And because it's such an off hour, there's a lot of, like, it's like a cityscape vibe. He likes a cityscape vibe. But it's also kind of wintry and it's nighttime, and so there's some isolation. It's a very kind of like, there's an emphasis on loneliness, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel like that? And it's not like wallowing in loneliness, but it's just like a bit of wanting to find a connection for the night, maybe, or maybe for more than that. But like, still, there's a hint of kind of melancholy. He loves that, right? That's the word that I was looking for earlier when I was talking about Heartbreak and Chase. There's a melancholy, like there's always a bit. Even I'm Home had a bit of melancholy to it, right? Like, it's very interesting. I like it a lot. Yeah. Oh, being alone. Yeah, loneliness. Yeah. Okay. I'm ready to say now. Like as if he was, like I said, hesitating. Like maybe he wasn't sure whether to like express these feelings before with somebody, but he's ready now to say it out loud, that kind of thing. And he's pictured this moment, so like it's something. So this is somebody, you know, like if we're within this, you know, obviously this could be interpreted in a different way, and obviously it doesn't necessarily mean that I think he's talking about a specific person, or he could be. I don't know his life. He could be talking about a very specific person, but either way, it's something interesting where it sounds like it's somebody, at least the character Minho is playing, it's somebody that he's known for a while, has thought about doing, has thought about um, confessing his love for them, or just confessing a desire to be with them before, but hadn't done it. So he's pictured that moment, and that makes me think that the whole idea of the bus suddenly stopping and the escalator stopping after being in movement, that feeling of hesitation is very intentional in the video. Like he had hesitated before and now is in a position where he's ready to move forward. Yeah. Circle back but never could reach you, and now I'm stuck in this memory. Interesting. Yeah, Chase was like that, right? Like the whole concept of Chase was him being stuck in a memory, going over and over and over again, this kind of sad and horrific experience that was that music video of losing a loved one in such a tragic and terrible way. And yeah, interesting. What are these spikes? What do we think these spikes mean? Because they aren't just spikes. They're specifically like paper funnels, which feels different than if they were just like knives or something about to stab him. It's almost like, you know, it's that vibe of like, if they stab him, they don't just stab him, but they would, like his blood would pour out from the open end. Like they would funnel his essence from the other end, you know, and empty him almost. Isn't that the, and that's it's a danger that could happen, but they don't stab him, you know, it doesn't happen to him. They don't actually harm him, but it's like almost like the threat of it. Like, and they might just be representing the anxiety that he mentioned earlier, and his mind racing and, you know, doing all of these turns. They could be representing that aspect of the song and of the lyrics, of this is the kind of oppressive feeling, that dangerous feeling that he's speaking about, that he's searching for release from, you know? Yeah, and then they follow him. And then it's suddenly a plane, because those look like paper cones, and now it's suddenly holding a plane that, of course, is more playful and is something that he controls. So he has it in his hand now, and he's, you know, folded it and made it into something different. Almost like he's taking, like if we're following the same metaphor, right? He's taking this representation of anxiety and has reformed it into something that he can almost play with or manipulate in some way. And then of course he throws it through the window, and the weight of it is still the same because it's still breaking that window. I'm sorry, I'm just following along with the metaphor that I had, but it's also lifting him up. It's interesting. Yeah, the creeping anxiety and ever hurrying mind, like his, mind is racing a bit. But while he's saying that, he's like slowly lifting off and taking flight. Interesting. As if he's, him taking control of it. It's helping him fly. And then there, breaks through. And he's completely different look on the other side. And now he's no longer isolated. Notice that? Notice that everything prior to this, he's been isolated. Even when there were other people around, they weren't interacting with him or in any way. They seem like strangers just on the street. But now that he's had this breakthrough, has a breakthrough, and now suddenly the people that were strangers before are instead friends. Interesting. Back to isolation, but the bus that had stopped earlier is now continued and made it to its destination. As has the couch, apparently. Yeah, interesting. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, yeah. No, that was great. Really, really enjoyable. I love those lyrics. That one lyric about the moon not telling, what was it? Hold on, let me get the exact wording. Between night and dawn. What was the... Yeah, the moon doesn't tell. That's it. The moon doesn't tell the hours between deepest night and dawn. That is such an incredible lyric. I love that. That's so interesting. No, that was great. I really, really enjoyed that. Like I said, it almost feels like, yeah, I mean, like I said, it could be a metaphor for, I mean, obviously he speaks about anxiety in this, and there's a lot of imagery of loneliness, but it's not, that loneliness doesn't last as long as it feels like as long as he can take control of that anxiety, almost. And then you get to the end and he still has people, and then he's alone again. But when he's alone again, the second time, at the end of the music video, the world still continues to move forward. It didn't stop again, Like before, he was alone and everything was just kind of stuttering and stopping. And then he had a breakthrough, regain connections to other people, and then that way when he was alone again the second time, the world continued to move forward. That's what it feels like to me. It's a very interesting, I really like the music video actually, but yeah, it, like on the surface it just seems like a regular kind of music video, but when you like really look at some of the choices, the imagery, it kind of reveals like a deeper meaning, which is really cool. This particular video, I'll probably put up on YouTube in parts, like part 1, part 2, like I did for Guilty, since I talked quite a bit about it. So we'll see. The fan meeting that MINHO has tonight, I will be watching. I'm going to try and film it as well. I don't know if I'll be able to put the whole thing up. Like I mentioned previously, fan meetings are tough to do reactions to. At least I feel like they will be, because of the nature of the way the Beyond Live subtitles happen, and they're always delayed, and it's sometimes hard to follow along, and I don't know how enjoyable a reaction will be. I'll film it, but I don't know if I'll post the full thing. I might just cut it down into clips and stuff like that. We'll see. But I will be, of course, watching his fan meeting today. I've got my denim on because that's his dress code for his fan meeting. So I'm wearing denim today. I mean, I've been wearing this a lot, but I'm especially making sure I wear it today because he said wear denim. So I'm excited to watch his fan meeting. He's going to be performing, obviously, probably all of the songs from the Cheese album. Maybe I'm Home as well. We'll see. And of course, Stay for the Night. He'll be performing, I'm sure. I've seen little clips of him practicing and stuff on Twitter because I follow Shinee's Twitter. So I know he's working quite hard, and I'm excited. So we'll see. I think we'll leave it there, and I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you guys think about the song and the video and my thoughts about it. And I guess the next Shinee thing to watch after this is probably Key's concert. On and On, I think the name of the concert is. So I'm ready for that. All right, we'll go ahead and end it there, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Baby, it's whatever. All this ever, but you long gone, it don't matter.